Welcome to CVTV News for the weekend of October 25th through the 27th. I'm David Kerr.
And I'm Deedra Haven. David, I hear that we've lost a Stafford icon. Will you tell us about that?
Yeah, we certainly will. We are very grieved here at CVTV News to report that on Tuesday, October 8th, the community of Stafford County and Civil War historians at large lost a legend. Daniel P. Newton, known as DP, passed away in the care of Johns Hopkins Hospital in Maryland after a valiant fight equal to that of the Civil War soldiers he so honored at his White Oak Museum and Stafford County Research Center. In 1998, Newton opened the White Oak Civil War Museum of Falmouth, located at 985 White Oak Road, in a former schoolhouse that both he and his mother attended. It consists of 6 rooms that feature tens of thousands of artifacts on display, each one meticulously organized into hand-built cases, telling a very important story in our country's history. Outside features include a reconstructed set of winter huts that offer visitors a glimpse of camp life during the Civil War. All of the relics on display pale in comparison to the volumes of Civil War information that was researched and categorized in D.P. Newton's memory over the last 20 years, paying honor to the 130,000 soldiers who experienced the perils of war in our area in the 1860s. The museum and D.P. were recognized by the Virginia Historical Society with the Laura Robbins Award for their unique focus and contributions to understanding the lives of the common soldiers of both armies during the Civil War. D.P. was a co-founder and the president of Friends of Stafford Civil War Sites. He was hailed as an indispensable resource on all aspects of Civil War research and on Stafford's role and participation in the war, hosting numerous educational meetings as well as living history events at his museum. In 2018, Newton was awarded by Emerging Civil War for his service in public history, as well as recognized for his work by the Central Virginia Battlefields Trust. Emerging Civil War historian Chris Colucci said, "Through his decades of tireless research and field work among the Army of the Potomac's campsites in Stafford County, we have an incredibly detailed understanding of that Army and its Valley Forge winter of 1862 through 1863. Friends, acquaintances, and family members describe him as kind, self-spoken, giving, unassuming, and a country gentleman. We at CVTV News would like to extend our condolences to D.P. Newton's wife, Bonnie, and the plethora of family and friends remaining. His service was at Edward E. Drew Jr. Middle School, located on Cambridge Street in Fredericksburg. It was on October 19th. Visitation was 2 hours prior to the service. In lieu of flowers, a family requests that the donations may be presented to the Stafford County Historical Society. I can only imagine that D.P. is now chatting one-on-one with the Civil War soldiers that he so carefully memorialized in his life." That's a very fitting tribute, I think.
Absolutely. Sports fans know him as American minor league baseball player, former NFL quarterback, and broadcaster. He played college football for the University of Florida and was the first homeschooled Heisman Trophy winner in 2007.
Who could this be?
Whether you consider yourself religious or not, there's no denying that the philanthropy of Tim Tebow
I thought so.
and his foundation does a lot of good. Some may wonder why he gives so much through Tim Tebow's team, Timmy's Playroom, Adoption Aid, Orphan Care, Wish, and the Tebow Cure Hospital. The Tebow Foundation website quotes Tim Tebow's reason as, "My early years were spent in the Philippines where my parents served as missionaries. At age 15, I visited a remote village that had never seen visitors. There I met a boy named Sherwin who would impact my life more than anyone I had ever met. Sherwin was born with his feet on backwards and was viewed as cursed in his village. When the people saw me hold Sherwin, they realized that the good news of Jesus Christ applies to everyone. It was then that my passion grew to help people. That's why in 2010 I was excited to create the Tim Tebow Foundation with a mission to bring faith, hope, and love to those needing a brighter day in their darkest hour of need." In 2014, the Tebow Foundation added one more way to care for the community. It was called Night to Shine, a red carpet celebration for folks with disabilities over age 14. It's an all-inclusive prom-like event that begins with and provides professional hair, makeup, and formal attire, moving on to a limo ride and a walk down the red carpet. And then it finishes with dinner, dancing, and crowning of kings and queens of the ball. What started with a mere 44 churches has grown 4 years later to a movement of 665 participating churches, 100,000 honored guests, and 200,000 volunteers.
That's incredible.
It is huge. A Night to Shine is intended to show people with disabilities how much they are of worth. They're valued and loved. And it's coming to Stafford on February 7th at Mount Ararat Baptist Church. It's located at 1112 Garrisonville Road. Each participant is allowed one parent or caregiver to, with the option of drop-off for the guest with a disability, or the caregiver may spend the evening in a private respite room enjoying food, entertainment, and rest while remaining on site during the event. If you would like to register for the event, go to mtararat.org/participation-registration. So I'm so excited about this event.
And we're going to be participating here at CVTV, so stand by.
So David, what news do you have about our bus situation here in Stafford County Schools?
Well, this is an update on an item we reported on last week. It had to do with the bus driver shortage in Stafford County. Stafford County schools are reporting that they are short 28 regular bus drivers because there just aren't enough applicants. That's a big shortfall, and it's causing problems. This has lengthened bus routes, left some kids stranded, and seriously cramped the availability of the schools to provide activity buses. It's a serious problem. We talked about some of the ways the county is addressing the problem. However, we also learned that the county is considering the problem so serious that it is now scheduling after-hours training for teachers to learn how to drive buses. They wouldn't work the to and from school bus routes, but they might be asked to drive an activity bus or a transport bus during the middle of the day. In addition, we did some looking around, and we find that the school bus shortage isn't unique to Stafford County. Neighboring Prince William County has the same problem. There just aren't enough people who want to be school bus drivers. They're having problems with late buses, missed routes, and the availability of activity buses, just like Stafford County. What's more, they are already considering recruiting teachers to drive buses to and from school. Finding a long-term solution to this problem isn't going to be easy. It will probably involve a relook at the salary scale for school bus drivers. Well, please, if you're at home, we'll take a break and hear word from our sponsor. We'll be right back.